Hey everyone, welcome back to Wasted Opinions, the show where we talk about a lot of things. But today we're talking about all those things that we don't usually talk about on this episode. Check it out.
Heavens to Betsy, my name is CountryBoy.
I'm LewisLightning.
Oh, whoa! I'm MussKeg.
Whoa, what are you thinking?
I'm a level 38 death cap.
Hey, look who it is! It's the porno guy!
Don't enjoy it, don't get it on. Let's just agree with all each other's picks and we like each other.
So yeah, in this episode we are talking about all those different topics that we don't usually get to cover because maybe it's just one of us is interested, doesn't really fit the theme of the show. But you know, this is a time where we want to sit down and just be like, no, we're going to stretch our legs on these topics. Let it out.
Spread our wings and fly.
Yeah. Before we get into that, you want to introduce yourself?
I am MussKeg, and I'm gonna struggle, but I'll do my best.
Like normal.
And I am the LewisLightning, and over here on my left,
I want to talk about me. Want to talk about I want to talk about number one. Oh my, me, my. What I think, what I like, what I know, what I want, what I see. I'm CountryBoy.
oh, and we'll start things off with a little shot here.
Boop, 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 boop.
So yeah, we kind of came up with 3 different things each. It's going to be whatever we felt like talking about. Like this.
3-ish. My third topic's like,
So it could be anything really, as long as you think we can maybe bring a little bit to the table to talk about. I'm going to start off with something. Unfortunately, I thought I was going to have it here today. Don't have it with me because postal strike here in Canada.
Oh.
Do not have it.
Is this something you can put on the screen when you edit this and stuff?
I mean, yeah.
Okay.
It is the Star Wars movies. You know, The New Hope, Empire Strikes Back, and Return of the Jedi on Laserdisc. I have been on a quest to get these on Laserdisc.
Okay.
Because if you're not familiar,
A lost media.
if you're not familiar with it, when the movies came out, they were, everyone loved them. They went and saw them in theaters in 1977, like the original one, I think, 77. And then when they started releasing them on VHS and other stuff, they started making edits and changes to it all.
Yeah.
And I just want to get
George Lucas.
the most unadulterated version of these movies I could. And Laserdisc is apparently the way to go, they say. Okay. The best quality, the most...
You have a Laserdisc player?
I'm trying to get that too.
Okay.
I have one of the movies on the way. I've been looking at Laserdisc players, just trying to find one that's an affordable price, right? I don't want to pay $400 for something to play 3 movies.
Yeah,
right?
I won't lie. When you started saying Star Wars, I was like, nobody talks about Star Wars ever. No.
It's funny you mention
Laserdisc.
Laserdisc. I think Laserdisc, the only time I ever even remember seeing Laserdisc was in our library at school because they had a Laserdisc player essentially.
I don't know for sure,
They're
but
big, right? Like records?
I think so. Yeah,
they're
I've
like
never seen it myself.
CDs,
Yeah, I think
but
so, yeah.
record size, vinyl size. But yeah, I've been looking to get that, and it's really just for those movies. But Laserdiscs have been around for I think early 2000.
Laserdisc was
Before
around,
DVD.
dude. Laserdisc was around when I was in grade 5 or 6. So,
But the Phantom Menace is on.
we're talking
Laserdisc.
mid 90s.
Phantom Menace is on Laserdisc, and that's 2000.
90.
Phantom Menace was 99.
98, 99, yeah, 99.
Yep.
There you go.
Yeah, so you can still get a lot of other movies, but I'm just specifically looking for those ones.
Oh, that's crazy, man. Yeah.
That's wild. And what about?
Wow.
Do you have any other Laserdiscs?
No, I haven't got any yet. I'm still waiting for them.
Do you have some targets after that?
No, just the Star Wars one.
Just
It's
the Star Wars
one
one,
quest
okay.
to have.
Wow.
There you go.
Oh, that's
Okay.
crazy.
Yeah. Why don't you go next?
Sure. So, something that I kind of bring up at the end of every episode is something that I like to do. I do unboxings of action figures. So that's one thing that I'm really into. Something that I can talk about, which these guys might not know so much about. So I like to talk about action figures. I like to unbox action figures. I like to learn about action figures. So I just brought a few examples of what I like to collect. Like this guy right here, Metal Luna Mutant. I unboxed him recently. Really cool, from NECA. This is an example of something it's like a new type of toy that I like to open up. Then you got these kind right here. I keep them in packaging. These are ones that I specifically will not open because the quality of the toy isn't even that great. It's just I like the box. I like the Labyrinth. I like the thing that it's advertising. So that's why I collect those. Then there's other ones that I have. Like I gotta collect. I love myself Spider-Man. So I got myself Spider-Man. I ripped his hand off. It's inside here somewhere. But I got Spider-Man here.
Looks like he's giving the middle finger.
I got all sorts of action figures that I love to collect. I even got like old school ones. Like here we go. I got Ray Fillet right here. Ray Fillet from the Ninja Turtles back in the 1980s and 90s. I like to go old school. It's just something that I'm definitely into. Something that it piques my interest. I like to watch even podcasts about guys talking about action figures. I even got this guy right here. Who is this guy? His name is Pale. He's not based off of anything that you're gonna know about probably because they basically made this action figure so they could create a comic book for him and a bunch of other characters. And I just thought he was a cool character, so that's why I got this guy. But yeah, action figures is something that I am so into. It's basically when COVID started. COVID kind of started my love for it. I was kind of bored at home. I was like online. I was watching guys talking about toys. I'm like, that's kind of cool. They got Back to the Future toys. I'm gonna check those out. I bought some of those. Like, oh, they got Ninja Turtles toys from the same company. I checked those out as well too, and then it just kind of snowballed from there. It just snowballed, and
snowballed or spiraled, whichever term.
It was down the hill either way. So I'm all in. I love action figures, and that's something that I'm way into. So
I gotta say, it's actually something that I love because I get to enjoy all these action figures without actually having to buy them and do all that stuff. And you and I have talked about this before. The thing that's so wild to me, and what I also appreciate about it from your side of things, is that you don't collect them for the sake of collecting them because they're going to be worth something or anything per se. Because you take those things right out of the fucking box as soon as you get them, whereas most people that are doing collecting would be... And that's one thing too, by taking them out of the box, it allows you to have more. You're able to display them.
Yeah, they're definitely more valuable if you leave them in the box. But it's not about the value.
Exactly, yeah.
A lot of them is because I like the IP that is based off of other ones. Because I just think it's a cool action figure. Like this Pale dude. Like he's not really based off anything that I'm aware of, but I think he's cool. I really think
he's
like
awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
So that's action figures is another thing that I
we should splice in on the green screen a picture of your collection.
A picture of my... Oh, yeah.
You can do that.
I don't know if you can do a whole picture.
No, just like your setup for your show, essentially.
Just check out my channel, which is probably right here.
Yeah, I guess that's a good idea. Awesome. Yeah, we'll go to me. This is great. This is the one that I'm for sure going to talk about, and I'm happy because these guys don't get a chance to just be like, oh, God, of course he's going to talk about this. Bring it up offhand. I've tried to get people into it. It's now a relic of the past. The YouTube channel Funhouse.
What is that? You've never mentioned that before.
I forgot to wear my Funhouse shirt. That
You've never... Wow, you don't have your Funhouse shirt.
I don't know, but that's okay.
The one you always wear.
So I think this is
Buff Husky.
Some of the best. No, a different one.
Oh, different.
Some of the they're basically a sub channel of Rooster Teeth. Rooster Teeth had this whole Let's Play family essentially, where they had a bunch of different channels that they either started up or began purchasing, collecting, like Achievement Hunter, Cow Chop was one, Sugar Pine 7, and of course Rooster Teeth had their own channel and such as well. But Funhouse, and can people talk about it? Funhouse was the one that almost stood out on its own. It almost felt like it wasn't even Rooster Teeth property. Sometimes you'd have to be reminded that it was. I think the ask I have of you guys, because a lot of times I'll show you something and I'll be like, no, that's actually pretty funny. I like that. Curious, what about it didn't pull you in to like say, I like this. I can watch that. So. Yeah, Funhouse is a show that I really, really like, and for when I've shown you things, you guys have been like, you've laughed at least, anyways. Mm-hmm. So I'm just curious, what hasn't pulled you into be like, I think I'm gonna try watching some more of it. Is it just because it's like YouTube and you don't have time for YouTube?
No, for me, it almost goes back to watching someone play a video game on YouTube or on Twitch.
Yeah.
And I don't really do that. I don't really watch people play video games, which is a lot of what their videos are, is them playing video games. It is funny commentary that they do. Don't get me wrong. But it's just not. I feel like there's other things I'd be doing with my time that I feel like I'm more entertained by. I don't hate Funhouse. I think they're hilarious. I think they do a good job. It's just not something that in my own time that
I never thought you hated it. It was more just like I'm surprised.
Yeah.
And like one of the things you talk about. Sorry, Lou, you could answer too.
Well, he just did his reasoning. Mine, like, first of all, I watched Funhouse before you mentioned it. Like Tanner told me about it. My brother Tanner. He mentioned it. I've seen lots of them. Like when we played Use Your Words, I'd seen that video before too because Tanner showed it to me. But for me, it's like I do like some of the guys like Lawrence and Bruce. I mean, Adam was okay, but I mean, his whole history.
Yeah.
But it's the other guys. I don't really care for
James
and even Elise a little bit. They to me are like the needy people that want the attention, whereas everyone else is just like, let's play the game, let's have fun and do the thing.
Yeah.
And that's what me like. I hate when people ask like, oh, follow me, watch this. Like,
it's interesting because they always that show when you would actually listen to Funhouse too. They're like, we're not a gaming channel. We're a comedy channel. Well, most of what we did was we play games and we make jokes about it. That's why I kind of liked it. And for me, the best part about Funhouse is the editing. Because editing is what makes it funny so much. The Photoshops that they'll splice in randomly and everything.
But did they ever do any videos that had nothing to do with games?
Yeah, they did. Yeah, they did some like sketch comedy ones where they basically dressed up as like famous rock stars or stuff like that through the past. Anyways, but I can what you're saying makes sense. And it's funny Lou says that because one of the things I always do is I actually looked at Funhouse and I'd say, honestly, I could see a little bit of the wasted opinion people in those characters, right? Like
they're real people. They're not characters.
Well, they're characters.
We are too, MussKeg.
Nobody calls me MussKeg except here.
I'm not a character.
But
I have a life.
I just want to say, for me, Lewis is the Lawrence of this. I mean, he's got a lot of like well-researched opinions and thoughts and everything like that, and it's tough to like sway off of that, if you will. It's pretty. I would say John is a lot like the Bruce, kind of the de facto leader of that, but he's also the easygoing one that everybody gets along with. Blah blah blah. Not much going on up here, but no, I'm just kidding. And he's always farting. And then I actually, it's funny Lou said what he said because I see myself more as the James of it anyways too.
That's why he hates him.
That's why he hates me, right? But you got John there to make sure everything's okay. So, but they've done some great comedy stuff. So it sucks that it's not happening. I'm still very sad. I still watch old episodes.
Yeah.
I miss it. And the people were good. So Funhouse. Sorry, I went a little long there, or maybe it just felt like it was long because of the cut, but.
It was long.
Yeah.
I still watch Bruce and Lawrence when I see him on Twitch, but that's
yeah,
really,
for sure.
So for me, my next one, I have a bit of a console collection, like a classic console collection, and I'm not collecting to try and make it like a complete collection of everything that's been out there, or whatever. Just whatever tickles my fancy. So like, I have an Intellivision that I bought just to play Tron Deadly Discs because that's what I grew up on. There's like a Dungeons and Dragons thing that I would have brought it here, but I don't want to handling all these consoles here.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
So I have like a Intellivision. I have like a Dreamcast. And a Dreamcast I got just to play Dynamite Cop.
They played Dynamite Cop on Funhouse.
I got like a Super Nintendo because like growing up my cousins always had it. And it's like, I would go over there and play there.
Super Nintendo, I'd be interested in.
Like
Super
Mario
Nintendo,
World.
Sega Genesis. Sorry.
We're doing Bill Cosby now.
ColecoVision and Sega Genesis.
I didn't really need to get the NES because like there's not a whole lot that I want to go back to there.
Yeah.
And like you can get like the Mario Land collection or whatever.
Yeah, the All-Stars.
All-Stars.
They
Yeah.
also had those like little mini ones too.
Yeah.
I got the retro mini one for Super Nintendo and Nintendo, which basically satisfies my.
Yeah. So like I buy like a whole bunch of different things like. But I think I had like 3 GameCubes because I wanted to get like the one with a certain attachment. I'm looking to get like some Japanese or PAL region locked ones so I could play like other games that aren't available in North America.
Did you say Sega Saturn?
I don't have a Sega Saturn, but I don't know what I'd play on it.
I don't know either. I'm just wondering.
No, I don't have one of those yet. No.
Okay, if you would get a Sega Saturn, and it seems similar to your Laserdisc. Then, like you want like the old school technology to play things that you never got a chance to see back in the day.
Well, Star Wars because I want to see it pure and unadulterated.
Yeah, before he did all the editing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the game's just like whatever I thought I enjoyed, like that's the Intellivision, and then just like stuff that I couldn't play because I didn't have, right?
You don't want to be like I got a modded Xbox. Like, you wouldn't want to play it that way.
Oh, maybe. I always like to be like purist. It's like, if I can play it, I want to play it the way it was.
Blow into the cartridge.
If I could get like an arcade
Can you get turbo graphics?
Maybe. It depends on the game, right? If there's something I want to play, right? Like I almost wanted to get like an arcade, like whole setup for it, so I could play.
When you play this shit, you should put this shit on Twitch or on YouTube.
I'm trying to. I'm getting some adapters and stuff.
You will probably get viewership like crazy probably for that stuff. I feel like you would, for at least the old school stuff. I think. Maybe I'm wrong.
Nice.
You should though.
But yeah.
So you know my name. I'm CountryBoy. There's a reason for that. I like country music. And if I'm going to talk about my favorite types of country music, it's going to be back in the 90s. I'm going back to like Garth Brooks, Brooks and Dunn, Alan Jackson, Randy Travis, Travis Tritt. We're talking Shania Twain. We're talking Reba McEntire. Paul Brandt, yes, absolutely. Paul Brandt. That's a Canadian guy that I love. But so I never get a chance to talk about country music because you guys do not appreciate it. It's an amazing music form. And you guys are all like, it's just the rock music. You guys want to hear rock music? That's all.
You guys know me. You know that I like some country songs, but I can guarantee you, I'm not going to buy a country album and like every song, or even the majority. I'll maybe like a song here or there.
Yeah, that's understandable. I get it. I know a lot of people out there don't like country music. It's more of a like music from like a simpler time.
So you're not just a country guy.
I'm not. I love all
Yeah.
sorts of music.
Yeah.
I'll dabble in everything. And country is maybe my number one. But then goes to rock. Rock is right next to country. And then I pop.
He loves gangster rap. That's one that's big for him.
I'm hardcore gangster rap. Yeah. But yeah, I love country music. I love mostly older stuff. There's some newer stuff. Like I like some Luke Combs in there. I do like some Jelly Roll. I like some some Morgan Wallen.
Country?
Yeah, he's definitely country.
Okay.
He does have.
Weird looking for a country guy.
He's a country. He's got tattoos all over him. He's a big dude.
Okay.
But he definitely sings country.
Post Malone.
He's like a big Post Malone.
Post Malone's country too?
He's done some country music, yeah, and it's actually surprisingly good. But it's collaborations though. It's collaborations he's done with other guys.
Beyonce then.
Lainey Wilson, love me some Lainey Wilson. She is amazing. One of the good musical artists that is happening nowadays. Love her so much. So yeah, if you want to know about country music, go back to Johnny Cash.
I was gonna say
Willie and Waylon.
And he hasn't even said Johnny Cash the greatest.
I'm just saying my favorite era is the '90s, which is not so much Johnny Cash.
Which is ironic.
But yes, back to Johnny, go back to Willie, go back to Waylon, go back to some of the old school.
What's ironic is John hates Garth Brooks though.
I mean,
that was the first name I said. It's Garth Brooks.
Beyonce got like the 2020.
Yeah, that is a spit in the face of country fans.
I think it's exactly.
Holy crap! Don't even get me started
What
about that.
Little Nas when he was like did the song with Billy Ray Cyrus?
No, that was Lil Nas. Yeah,
Nas X?
Nas X. Yeah. That was a fun song. It's a fun song. And I don't like everything. Like I don't like all the new stuff. I pick and choose.
You're a big
what I
Drake
like.
fan, aren't you?
Just Drake.
You like that mumble rap stuff.
Yeah, that's sure.
Yeah,
you can listen to that all you want over there.
Nice.
I love me some country music. Bring me the old school stuff mostly. Some new school stuff I'll listen to as well too, depending who it is.
Shabuzi.
You know what? I'll tell you this
Shabuzi.
right now. I don't hate him, but as country music,
There's just something about him that rubs you the wrong way.
it doesn't sound like country music. That's why.
Yeah, I know.
If it was, it's a fun. He's got fun music. I do like in a bar listening to his music. It's fun to dance to, but as country music doesn't mash my potatoes, if you will.
Doesn't mash his potatoes. I like that. Well, that's a cool one. And I think honestly, you could talk a lot about music. It's surprising actually we don't talk about music much more on this show, but
We did the one
episode where we draft the bands.
That was a great episode.
Yeah.
I won.
But music's big. Like I like it, I don't like it.
Leland Sklar.
How far you can go? with
Leland
music.
Sklar, there you go. This is a topic that you guys know me. I'm a big nostalgia guy. I'm very have a hard time letting go of the past times. It's a tough one for me. And one thing I think we can, and we talked about it on an episode maybe before or after this, but we've talked about how we were in that generation where we went from the analog to the digital world. It's a pretty unique generation from that perspective. And what I just wanted to talk to you guys about and ask you about was some things that you miss from when you were a teenager, essentially. And, you know, like, think to your, like, grade 7 to grade 12 or something like that. And I'll give you an example of something that I miss. I miss MSN. I miss when you'd be on your computer and you'd be talking to your friends on MSN. You'd see who's popping on and everything like that. I was a Lothario on MSN when it came to women. I just couldn't move that onto it.
Like,
you guys might not have had that because of where you were.
No, I was. Like, surprisingly, like, girls that I barely talked to in school, MSN, I was a wordsmith. I was talking to them all the time.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I was like,
because they couldn't see our faces.
Maybe that's what it is. You have
reminded.
a certain swagger when you're online. They can't see you. It changed things up. Yeah.
The first time I got laid was because of MSN.
Oh.
That's a story for another day. But yeah, that's one thing as an example that I miss from nostalgia times from there. What about you guys? Anything that pops into your mind?
I'll say, like, going to a video store and renting a video. That was awesome. Just like being like, hey, on a Friday night, I'm gonna go and maybe even rent a game or something. Like, go to Blockbuster or like whatever video store you had in your small town.
Well, I was gonna say that was one thing that's unique about us that I think is we didn't really have the chains per se.
Yeah,
I got chains later, but we came from smaller towns where.
Yeah, I just say Blockbuster because it's a known
I know.
name.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever actually gone to a
Superior
Blockbuster.
Video.
Exactly. But going to a video store and like seeing the wall of new releases and hoping that they got that movie for you, or video games like, oh man, I want to get Mortal Kombat because I haven't played Mortal Kombat 2.
I don't know if you ever like would call, be like, do you guys have this in? Yeah. Okay,
Never
can you
called.
hold it?
No.
I remember a couple times you'd be like, you got it in? Can you hold it? I'll be right down to rent it.
I do miss that. It's not the same thing having everyone streaming. You know, it's not the same idea at all.
Or you walk through like the alley with the wrestling VHSs and be like, oh yeah. Or and then there was the back room.
I never went.
I don't think I've ever been to one that had a back room like
ours. I never went in. I went in the back room when I turned 18.
They always had like the beaded doorway.
Yeah. Well, ours wasn't beaded, but yeah. I went into a convenience store that had like a back room, like beads and everything like that. Yeah. Anyways, yeah. Go ahead if you're gonna see it.
Like, is there a nostalgia
thing?
Yeah. This is still the correct thing.
Yeah, it's not my thing. I've got some other topics.
My thing is more just like, I don't know, like what? Just because I was younger, like being in the backseat of cars with girls, stuff like that. Like you don't do that as an adult now. Like come back to my place, whatever.
You're driving everywhere.
Yeah, and like you're in the city and stuff. You don't have the back roads to pull off on.
Yeah. Growing up in a small town, back roads.
Miss that.
There's something that recently also made me kind of think of this. Is Amazon has started putting out these like little Christmas magazine books where it has like things you can buy on Amazon, and it takes me back to the Sears catalog wish book.
Circling the wish list,
and that would come in that big beast, and you'd be circling everything you want, and you go through and there'd be like some things you're like, wow, you can buy a TV from Sears through the catalog,
and one of the bra section, and go to the bathroom for a little bit.
Circling,
circling. Yep.
Yeah.
I want this.
I want those.
John, you're 18. Stop circling the Sears catalog.
Oh man! And I look back, like I see some like nostalgia pics on, say, TikTok or something. It'll come up, and there'll be pictures of like what those were. And, so I miss being in that world where we're just on the cusp of digital. So.
And then we're gonna kind of end it here with our one final pick for each of us. My final pick is Magic the Gathering cards.
Oh yeah.
Like I actually don't even really play that much. When I was younger, like 14, I had a cousin, and I went to his place, and he kind of got me into it. He's like, showed me all his cards. We went to the store, he bought some, whatever, and like he's since passed away. But like I always like think of him and the time like I'd hang out with him and play. So like I still like today I'll buy cards, and I've always been a big fan of like collecting and stuff, like just in general.
The art on them is cool.
Yeah, you get like some pretty sweet art.
Got any planeswalkers?
No, I don't think so.
Oh, lame.
But like even the stuff that goes with collecting, like I got the card protectors and
I was wondering if those
and everything. So it's like I like all of that. I like Magic the Gathering has like kind of like the archetype system or elemental system where like this element has this strength which beats the weakness of this one, and it kind of goes.
This color deck is good for like this strategy style of doing it.
And you can kind of use that like they're multifaceted, right? Like you might have this color is stronger than this color in that regard, but then you might have this ability is better than that ability. Yeah. So I've always liked all that strategy and stuff with it. And like I said, now I just basically collect them. I haven't played in like years. I don't know anyone I even play with. And there's like a store in town, but like it's all new generation stuff.
Do you got a Black Lotus?
No. But what I used to buy when I had like extra money from working overtime, whatever, I'd buy like a big box, like $200, and just start opening those packs. Oh, yeah. Like that's so fun, just to open up and see what you get. Like it's probably trash. I don't know. I've never really sat there and looked up the price of each card. But
you might have some gold in there. You never know.
Maybe.
I don't know.
I know. I've never collected it, but I've always liked it from afar. It's kind of like Craig, watching my videos of unboxings. Like I've always liked the art on them. I've always liked them. Like looking at the cards. I would never ever play the game, and I've known some people that have played the game, and it's not something that I'd be into. It's like a different type of Dungeons and Dragons almost, or like even Pokemon playing cards.
You know what's weird is like I never saw myself as like a fantasy person. Like I wasn't really into knights and Templars and thieves and all those kind of classical archetypes of that. But like it's around like Dragon Age came out and this and I actually like these things. Even like Lord of the Rings never drew me in that much. Like it was a great movie, but I wasn't into the whole fantasy thing. But yeah, I like this kind of widens that. Like whatever little bit I found, just widen that out for me.
Yeah. Oh, that's I can
remember the goatsy thing. Like widening it out
on the green screen.
I see it. Yeah.
No, I think Magic the Gathering's got some amazing. I think they're better than, as far as artwork goes, they're better than Pokemon and everything like that.
And now they're doing like Spider-Man ones and stuff.
Yeah, they're doing doing different collabs with other like franchises. Well, it's owned by Hasbro, so they can.
But you know how to play the game, though, right? Like you know how to play.
Well, there's different formats now. Like so, there's one way that I do know how to play, and then there's another way that I don't really know.
Oh, okay.
And I remember a game that used to play on the PlayStation 3, like the iToy game. Is it kind of similar? What did you say?
I Have Judgment.
I Have Judgment, that's what it was. Yeah, I Have Judgment.
I mean, it's collecting cards, but it's a totally different manner of play.
Okay. I remember putting like your card down and having like these 3D character appear on the screen.
Attack it, yeah.
That's kind of cool. But yeah, that's cool. Magic the Gathering is pretty cool. My last one. It's a TV show that I know you guys have never seen, but it's based off of a video game, Twisted Metal. I'm just gonna talk about it here because I don't know where else to talk about it.
Amanda loves it.
Yeah, my sister likes it.
She's been talking about it nonstop.
Yeah, it was a surprise because it's strange that she would do something like that.
I haven't guessed it.
But if you play the video games, you know Sweet Tooth, you know some of the characters that are in there as well. Like you got let's say Roadhog, but no, that's not
Axel.
Axel is in season 2, which is actually pretty cool.
I'm surprised he's season 2.
Well, he was in the second game, not the first game, so it kind of makes sense.
Dollface.
Mr. Dollface is in there as well.
Mr. Grimm.
Mr. Grimm shows up in season 2.
Cool Ghost.
Oh, Spectre.
No, Spectre.
He's in second.
I don't know if this guy was Spectre or not.
Spectre's
but
OP.
There's Preacher. There's a whole bunch of different characters that are from the video games in this TV show. And the TV show, it's a pretty dumb TV show. Like it's meant to be funny. A lot of the jokes don't land, but it's still fun because I'm a fan of the series, so I can enjoy it for what it is. I can enjoy. Oh, that's kind of cool what they did with this character. It's kind of fun seeing the car combat. It is. You can see the budgetary restrictions that they have for this show, but I still have a good time with it. Like even though they don't really do Sweet Tooth quite the way I want him to be. Like he's too jokey. Samoa Joe plays him, and Will Arnett does the voice.
Yeah,
but it's a fun show. I don't know. I'm still having a good time with it.
Call me when they do a Vigilante 8 TV series.
Yeah, that'll never happen. Nobody likes that. Those games were.
Lou likes Vigilante 8.
Yes, the two of you. Which is why I have to talk about Twisted Metal, because I got offset.
Well, ironic, because I'm good enough.
That imbalance that there is on here.
Talk about the Vigilante Hate show that I'm making.
Yeah.
Here's some pictures of it.
I think in season 1, there's a guy named Mr. Slam. In the video game, he's got the
sucked in the video game.
slams. But in the TV show, it's actually a guy with like a big hammer.
Oh, okay.
You don't see his dick, but you see the outline of it, and he's and he like slams it, and it's gross. But they call him Mr. Slam. So they take some liberties with the show from the video game, and I'm here for it. I like it. It is kind of stupid, but I still enjoy the ride.
John's favorite was always Twister.
It was actually Axel. Axel was always my favorite.
They have that the girl from Encanto. I cannot remember.
Yes. Stephanie Beatrice.
Beatrice, yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
her and Anthony Mackie are both the main
Mackie
characters in the show.
Nice.
Yeah.
I actually think, based on the way everybody's talking about it, I'd be willing to give it a shot just to see.
I would say like put your expectations low because it's not a great show.
Well, yeah.
But as a person that loves the franchise, it's fun to watch.
Okay. Well, I guess this will be... speaking of nostalgia like I talked about, I think we came from the greatest generation of cartoons, period, as kids. And maybe even like movie cartoons too, but I'm too good to talk about TV series cartoons. You know, we had the ones that everybody knows about, like the Ninja Turtles, right? Darkwing Duck, Gargoyles, everything like that. And to your point about like not your point, but to your collection, there's so many of the things in your collection are from a lot of those shows.
It's based on my childhood.
The favorite, that I really like. But I also feel like there's a lot of cartoons that maybe only got 1 or 2 seasons that were just fantastic that I don't really remember too well, but I remember them and I remember liking them. And, you know, Biker Mice from Mars was... Those ones I want to kind of bring some attention to, because Biker Mice from Mars, you bring that up with anybody around our generation that had that. And, again, you guys also didn't really have the channels to have all these things.
Saturday morning cartoons is the only thing that we had, and it was limited.
Yeah, and I know the cartoons that you would have had on those, and they weren't the good ones, if you will.
You had some good
ones. You had some good ones, but you know, Inspector Gadget, it's all right.
Dun, 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 dun.
Dun, dun, dun. But like Biker Mice from Mars,
Cowboys of Moo Mesa.
Moo Mesa.
Yeah, I never got to see that.
Street Sharks. Although I tried watching Street Sharks recently, it's on Tubi. A little tougher to do. But then there was like just some random ones like Barnyard Commandos, which was like a war between herding different animals in on the farm.
It's a cool toy line too. Have you ever seen the toy line?
Yeah, Cadillacs and Dinosaurs.
Oh yeah, I've seen that.
Was a cool one.
I had a good video game too.
Yeah, and it was a cool concept, right? It was just badasses at the time. And Dino
Riders.
Dino Riders.
That's a great show. Dino.
I could go on and on, but Saturday mornings were just so fun. And it was good because it was in a time where now when kids watch shows, they just binge that show, which sucks.
I know. Like Saturday morning cartoons,
everything.
It's not a thing anymore.
Yeah.
There's no such thing as that.
Everything. And you had your favorites. You know, obviously Life with Louie was up there.
Yeah!
Louie
that was up there? It was there.
Rugrats, like, I mean, that's a bit more of a common no-no, but we came from a time of fantastic cartoons, and there's even the weird ones, like Rocco's Modern Life.
Yeah, Ren and Stimpy.
Yeah. You could do anything, and they did do anything.
They did, yeah.
So
I agree. I think we were kind of spoiled in that sense that we could, watch so many different
Flying Butt Flyers, right? Ren and Stimpy wrestling.
I always thought that there should be a show for this, but it was just like action figures, so CountryBoy would probably talk about it. But like, do you guys remember like Food Fighters?
Yeah, I had them. I had and I always thought the guys with the green helmets were the bad guys. Turns out they were the good guys, the like U.S. soldiers. The guys with the black hats were like the mafia.
So there's actually a new toy line nowadays that's kind of like an homage back to the Food Fighters called 9 to 5 Warriors, which is super cool. I almost got into it. You should check it out. It's actually really cool homage to like back to the Food Fighters.
Yeah, I was like looking them up the other day. I'm like, was this a cartoon? Because I don't think I've seen it. But
And
now
I
it's
mean,
just toy
honestly, so many of the cartoons were designed to sell toys.
100%,
back then, right?
A lot of like He-Man was,
Yeah.
Ninja Turtles still was, Transformers. So many of them were just like they want to sell toys. Okay, we got to throw on a show for some kids to watch.
Sometimes I've gone home and my mom still has like old, like she hasn't thrown up VHSs, and I've got some VHSs where I recorded, the Saturday morning cartoons and everything like that, and I'll go back and watch them, and man, there's tracking, but there was some good stuff. Yeah.
But yeah, those are all the things that we don't normally talk about on this channel. We gave it a go here. What did you think? Let us know. And if you want to follow us on other places, where can they find you at?
You can find me all over the place. I'm on Twitch, Twitter, PSN, TikTok, Instagram, or I'm known as CountryBoy_9, also CountryBoy9er, where I unbox a whole bunch of things like this guy from Goosebumps. This is Curly from Goosebumps. I unboxed him and a bunch of other guys recently.
And I am the LewisLightning. You can find me on Twitch and on YouTube. That's all in one word, the LewisLightning.
And I'm MussKeg on Twitch, Twitter, PSN, TikTok. You can find me there. I got my series right now where I review Goosebump covers. Check it out.
Cool covers, like the covers of the books.
Yeah.
Oh man, I love the art on those covers.
That's what we bought the book for.
Damn. That's
And
great.
you liked feeling the...
I will.
that
Oh,
cover.
the perforated top. Yeah, the actual Goosebumps on there.
Ooh.
Check it out.
Awesome.
See ya! Usually talk about on this episode. Check it out.
What the fuck? Is that your phone?
Yeah.
Shit. Good thing it happened after the fact, I guess.
Ooh, oops. Excuse me. I'm just gonna hold it for a second. I really gotta go to the bathroom.
Okay.
Oh.
Time. Team. Oh.
You wanna just pause?
Yeah, absolutely.